Hey, this is Ryan with Skyline LED. I'm up inside this LED sign. This is at Peachy Clean Car Wash in Woodbury, Georgia. And I'm going to show you how these things work. This particular sign, I've got it all opened up. This is a 4-panel sign. And I'm in here doing some cleaning maintenance on it, which is in another video. But I wanted to show you how these things work. So the signal, the Ethernet signal, comes in through the wall here. It goes into this NIC card, which is then processed, it's then spread out from this NIC card to these corresponding NIC cards that are in all the other panels. So your master panel, or your panel number 1, is going to have your master NIC card, and this is what splits the display up and spreads it across. This particular one is a double-sided. As you can see, I've got the panels up in the air because I'm working on them, but this shows the same image on both sides. Inside of this panel, you have 3 main components. Your LED panel. This is your LED panel. These are about, I guess, 8 or 10 inches square. They're kind of hard to see the seam in them. That's one part. Your second part, your power supply. Your third part is your NIC card, or your Ethernet card, which is going to be red, or like this, the master display card. This particular sign has a built-in hard drive, so once you load the signal, this thing just repeats and repeats and repeats and rotates. Other signs can have HDMI input, which are going to show whatever is currently on your computer. It's kind of like screen sharing. All of these parts have lights. Notice the green light here. Green is good. Blue is also good. Some of these are blue, some of them are green. Depending on the manufacturer of the power supply is what LED they put in it. But they do put an LED light in it, a service light, to let you know if something's wrong. On the NIC card, now this particular one is the one with the hard drive. This is operating properly. Lights are showing properly. If you don't have any lights, then you have a problem. Same thing with the power supply. No lights, no problem. Or excuse me, no lights, you have a problem. Out here, if you have one of your LEDs, one of your panels that are not showing, then chances are it's just one of the square LED panels, and that needs to be replaced. If you have a group of them that are not showing, say if you have a whole group of panels that are not showing, that is probably the power supply powering that group of panels. If you have an entire screen panel that's not showing, chances are that's the NIC card or some sort of Ethernet connection. It could be the Ethernet cable is bad. Maybe the weather got to it. Sun does lots of damage to the to electronic components. That's why we keep everything sealed up. But the components that are exposed to weather, example for this sign, this customer does not have any covering on the back of their sign. Now this sign has been up for quite a long time, and we haven't had any issues other than this particular plug-in is sun bleached. If you can see that, see what the sun does to these plastic components. So you do want to try to keep your plastic components covered up somehow. You can cover them up with vinyl. You can cover them up with an aluminum sign. Lots of different ways to cover those up. But this customer chose to leave it open, which is fine also. It's just going to cause it to, every couple of years, you're going to have to replace that plug. All the metal parts and everything in the sign are going to be fine and safe. This sign has been running for quite a long time. There's no dirt, dust, or anything built up in here. It's survived quite a cold winter as well, and an extremely hot summer. So what I'm in here doing now is I'm cleaning all of these power supplies, which I'll show you in a different video. But that's it. That's basically how these things work. We're here to help. Thank you.